United Nations declared October 8th as International Dyslexia Day, and I'm here to lend my voice to let you know what dyslexia is. In case most of you have been wondering what is dyslexia, and for those that know about it, it's just I want to lend my voice for you to be aware of what dyslexia is and what to look at and how to help any child. Hi there. My name is Dyslexia Kazim. I want to use this moment to welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you are a new member here, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Please kindly use the subscribe button, subscribe, kindly turn on the notification, kindly share. You can also drop your comments at any time, and I'll be there to respond to every of your comments over time. Yes, thank you so much. And to our old viewers, to those that are always coming and coming, I want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. Because of you, that's why we are here. Kindly please help me share with parents that need to know about this. Parents that have children with special needs. I talk about special education. I talk about DIY therapy for children with special needs. I talk about parenting, and I talk about everything education generally. Yes, today I'll be talking about what do you know about dyslexia. What are the things that you know. I would love that when you watch this video, in the comment section, drop what you know about dyslexia and what you think people don't know about it. And today's episode, I'll be talking about did you know. So it simply means that probably you don't know it. So did you know? So what is the first thing that I want to talk about? Dyslexia is not a problem with intelligence. Yeah, so a few years back I heard a colleague of mine that said that she also she works with children with dyslexia basically, and she was in a meeting and they were told to introduce yourself, and she introduced herself that, oh, I am this and I help children, I work with children with dyslexia. And the next thing they could ask her is, oh, what is the meaning of dyslexia? What does that mean? And what someone was saying in that meeting was like, those Olodo children, and so that means the person is a teacher to Olodo. And that is a wrong thing to say, because dyslexia is not a problem with intelligence. Before she goes through, someone already said that the people that teach the Olodo children, that means Olodo teacher. Everybody laughed, and they were having a nice time. They were having fun doing that, which is not supposed. Dyslexia is not a problem with intelligence. Sometimes when we get to hear those stuff like this, we don't take it personal as someone that work with children with this with these children. We don't take it personal because we just believe that they don't know better. If they had known better, they would have done better. Yeah. That a person is dyslexic does not mean that they are not intelligent. No, that they are dyslexia does not mean that they are not intelligent. Most people with dyslexia are at least average or above average intelligence. Amazingly, yes. Most people with dyslexia, they are sometimes above average or sometimes average intelligence. It does not mean that someone is dyslexic, the first thing that should come to your brain does not mean that the person is not intelligent. No, a child with dyslexia may struggle with reading, but does not mean that they are not bright. So stop labeling kids that are struggling with reading. Olodo is not the best name you could call them. I remember my years when I was teaching in a school, and when you are getting to a school, there's this particular, there will always be a particular child in a class that would not really catch up with with the level of every other person. And when you are coming as a new teacher, you hear the old teacher telling you, don't bother about this person because, well, you just be stressing yourself. And no, I believe that in as much you could know your name, you could learn. It might not be at the pace of every other person. That is the first did you know. Number two, did you know? So did you know that in every class there is at least one child with dyslexia? So let's imagine that we have a school that a class have maybe like 15 students or even lesser. In every class there is at least one child with dyslexia. According to the National Center of Learning Disability, that is NCLD, dyslexia affects 1 in 5 people. Let's even forget the fact that we are talking about children. There are adults that are also dealing with this that they don't know. And you will have at least 1 or 2 students in your class who struggle with this learning disability each year with dyslexia. That's the odds that you will have them. So this is one of the reasons why it is important that every classroom teacher learn how to recognize dyslexia, the symptoms, and and how to support these children. There are some training, there are free training out there. I would tell you to subscribe to the Nestle Learning for dyslexia training. They do free training. As a teacher, add that to what you have. It will also help you. It will help you to know how to help your children. I think the success of every teacher is to know that every child that you are teaching are doing well. They understand this thing. They know how to move from point A to point B. Take courses that would help you personally. Take courses that will help you. Get to know the symptoms. Get to know how to help these children as well. It's not enough to know the symptoms. Get how to help your student as well. And even as a parent, you could do how to learn that and get to know how to help any child that you know that you see. Number 3, did you know? Did you know that kids with dyslexia don't outgrow dyslexia? Hey, this is one of many questions that I get most of the time. You hear people ask you, what is the cure for dyslexia? And I'm here to give you this response. In case you think that any child that has dyslexia is great, let me give you the result. The answer is dyslexia does not have cure because it is not a disease. Dyslexia does not have cure. It is not a disease. Dyslexia is a lifelong condition, and it usually impacts more than just basic reading skills. It doesn't go away, but intervention and good instruction go a long way in helping kids with reading issues. So if there is anything like a cure for dyslexia, it will be early intervention. In fact, not just dyslexia, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. If there is anything that is a cure, it's early intervention. And number 5, did you know? So did you know that early catch-up is one of the reasons why kids are not getting help? I have heard that time and time again. Yeah, don't worry, you will catch up. It's they're always slow in their family, that they are a slow learner. That is one reason why child with dyslexia or any other needs are not getting help. I think one of the greatest lies parents of struggling readers told is, don't worry, it will catch up. That's one of the greatest lies that they are telling to themselves, or probably any family members that are around that are saying that. That's one of the greatest lies. Sadly, most of these kids, they never catch up. The earlier, the better. The first thing to do when a child is struggling academically is to find the right help. There are no disadvantages to finding help, but there are definitely disadvantages to not finding help. Yes. There are some learning that you could take that could also prepare you and help you to know how to help your kids or help your students. If we catch up, is not a good thing to say. When you notice this thing, quickly seek for help. Reach out to people that I know that can help you. What do I need to do? How can I help my child? Don't wait for time to come. Time over time, I say you catch up. You catch up this year, you catch up next year, you catch up, till you start wasting time. And like we said, early intervention, which means when you know earlier, the better. And the last thing I'll be talking about is, did you know that there are no medications for dyslexia? There are no medications. So whoever that is telling you can use this pill, can use this to get it over and done with, the person is lying to you. There are no medication for dyslexia. 2 things I've seen people publicize in the past and few years about dyslexia is that, 1, dyslexia correction pills, yes, dyslexia correction pills, and then dyslexia correction glasses. My dear, if you bought that stuff, you are buying, I don't want to say scam, or whatever. I think you should get that. There is no medication. All those things are not working and they are not going to work. You love how dyslexia does explain this. So how did they explain? They say dyslexia is not a disease, and thus medication will not cure a person with dyslexia. No, nor will it help with the dyslexia itself. No dyslexia pills, no glasses will cure it or will it help. No. No, no. Rather, dyslexia is a result of different styles of thinking and learning, and is best addressed through educational counseling or tutoring. Yes. You need me to say that again? You can just take a few minutes and go back. Yes, and please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so. Subscribe, turn on the notification, give me a thumbs up if to this moment you've watched this and you really love what you are learning from what I'm saying. Kindly give me a thumbs up, and comment if you want to. Please kindly do. I will be here to read through, to give response to anything. Like I said, if there is anything that you know and you want people to know about dyslexia, kindly. Sometimes individuals that find certain medications can help with some symptoms of dyslexia. Medicine might help a person to stay focused or handle headaches or nausea experience with reading. Yes. However, this approach does not help the underlying learning problem. It only addresses the headache, the nausea that they feel while they read. It does not really help with the underlying issue that we already have here. Many prescription medicine have potential dangerous and side effects. We all know that. Whatever that is good also has side effects, especially when it comes to medication. Yes. And uses of medication to treat symptoms could lead to a long life dependency. And that, I keep telling it over and over. Yes. I used to them to my parents. They were like, "Oh, what's this thing? What can we use? What medicine do you think will help? For autism, for dyslexia, for this and that." I'll tell you, don't use medicine, because whatsoever that I start using right now, you keep using it for the rest of their life. Like, they become dependent on it. It's more or less, if they do not use this drug, they cannot really function well. So that's why we don't subscribe to using of medications or medicine. So with this, I'll come to the end. I've come to the end of my points. Like I said, if you have anything you want us to know about dyslexia, or you've heard, or probably the myths you've heard about dyslexia, kindly do so, comment in the section, and I will debunk any idea or any myth that you've heard about when it comes to dyslexia. Thank you so much for staying true. I'm Oluwatosin Kazeem again, one and only Lagos special therapist. Yes, kindly do well. Subscribe, turn on the notification, give me thumbs up while you watch this, and do have a lovely day. Bye.